see so many different body styles, different cars. And also, we've got a truck tonight, too. So
Absolutely.
It's really opened up the ability for car count in that class, and I think it's great for Delaware Speedway.
Absolutely. Let's check in with the driver battling for the late model championship here with Jeremy.
Thank you, Chris. I am here with current number 2 position in the late model series, Gary Adrianson. Now, Gary, being number 2, you had the fastest time in practice, had a good run out there during your heat race. What's going to be the key for you to try to get yourself closer to the top of the table here at the end of the season?
Well, it's cooled down. I mean, we were watching the weather earlier today and didn't say it was going to cool down too much, but it's cooled down drastically. I mean, we're really hard on the chip, and you know, the track is tightened up quite a bit, so we're making adjustments and changes, and I just got to stay ahead of Ray and pick up 1 point at a time. If I get a bonus point leading a lap, or even, I mean, most laps and winning the race, I mean, ideally. But yeah, unfortunately, a master switch took us out of the race last week, and you know, a silly part like that in 30 years of racing almost, and that's never happened before in my career. So, you know, unfortunately, when we're all so close together like this, it's really hard to make up points.
Yeah. Being able to find that fine line here out on the track, especially like you mentioned, the track conditions changing here as we get closer to darkness here at the track. Everybody making those adjustments. What do you have to do to get yourself to the front and try to win here tonight and continue to chip away at Ray's lead?
Essentially, right now, I mean, with the way that, like myself, Ray, and Marshall, we're all going to be starting right there together. So the only option is we got to get to the front as quick as possible, or I do. And you know, we just got to get through that slower traffic really quick and get to the front, and then just set our sails and let it go.
Well, thank you for your time, Gary, and good luck tonight.
All right.
Sending it back upstairs.
All right, thank you. Fantastic interview, Jeremy, with Gary Adrianson, driver of the 55 late model. We'll be right back with V8 stock feature racing from Delaware Speedway. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Carbon monoxide is a deadly gas you can't see, smell, or taste.
Homes with fuel-burning appliances and/or attached garages must have working CO alarms installed outside all sleeping areas.
Don't let the silent killer get you. Install working CO alarms today.
Get your local sports fix with Goin' for Two, a show focused on sports and athletes from London and the surrounding area. Goin' for Two, Thursdays at 6 p.m. Join the high-energy, bodyweight-based workouts of the Thunder Twins. Gerald and Harold will get all shapes and sizes up and moving.
You just don't go down as low.
No.
We want you to cross your body, though, and do a slight bend.
Catch the Thunder, Mondays at noon.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV. Underneath a blanket of beautiful sky here, Chris Soares, Kate Friel. That sky looks great. Ready for some future racing, Kate?
I'm so ready for some feature racing, and what a way to start it with, other than the V8 stocks.
Absolutely. Haley McNichol will be at the front. Cody Coburn outside row number 1. They finished 1-2 in their heat race. 21.1 second breakout time in this class. If you go faster than 21.1, you're going to stop at the backstretch for a complete stop and go penalty. Kate will be monitoring the lap times. The first lap, it's guns a-blazing, all out, because you're starting at a caution pace anyway. Here they come, 25 laps the scheduled distance, and we're racing at the half mile in Delaware. The only pickup truck in the field has the point position. That's Haley McNichol in the 17. Coburn outside in the 91. Here comes Patrick in the 86. And they'll go 3 wide down the back momentarily as the V8 stocks will funnel into turn 3. We'll take it right underneath the flag stand. Speed shot, V8 stocks at the half mile. Here we go into turns 1 and 2. McNichol out front, Patrick up to second, Evenson now to third. Here comes Taggart now up to fourth, driving for Ferguson to 23. And the Blue Deuce, the points leader, up to fifth. That's Doug Stewart.
Doug Stewart's through. The 73 of Jordan Morris is following through too. Had a little bit of contact in the first lap before we went to speed cam. Very interesting, especially with a bunch of those fast top competitors in this class right in the middle of this big car count here at Delaware tonight in the V8 stocks.
Here they come out of turn number 4, and Patrick right behind the 17 of McNichol. Taggart to the inside in the 23, Avison to the outside in the 51. Side by side for third momentarily. Taggart, great run. Jordan Morris, Doug Stewart. It's a 6-pack at the front of this field, and they'll clamber each other up on a turn number 4. Drag race, new leader at the line. It's Taggart. Everybody good according to thumbs up from Kate. They'll work the backstretch another time. Taggart out front. Patrick on the outside. Here's Morris in his 73. It's Stewart in the blue deuce in 4th. Evison's dropped back to 5th. And McNichol is losing a ton of spots on the outside. McNichol has gone from first to third last in less than a lap.
Jordan Morris kind of washed up the track there, opening the inside. Doesn't hurt him much. The blue deuce of Doug Stewart's battling with the 86 of Caden Patrick coming out of turn 4.
Taggart out front. Here comes Morris on the outside. Taggart will lead that lap. Morris will draw even in turn 1. Doug Stewart up to third now in the 2. Morris up to the door, drag race down the back for the lead. Stewart in third, Patrick 4th, Evison 5th. And McNichol in the 17's off the pace, and she'll go into the pits off the backstretch. She won her heat race, and just 2 laps ago she was first in the feature, and now she's in the pits. Either not happy with the truck or something's gone on there. Morris with the slight lead. Taggart fights back on the inside. Here's Patrick to the inside of Stewart. The 86 of Caden Patrick showing some strength. Trying to get to the inside of the points leader. Everybody good. Thumbs up from Kate Friel, and we're good to go. No penalties yet. Just 1 retirement, the 17 of McNichol. Taggart to the inside of Morris again. Stewart battling with Patrick. Evison there. Herniak is there now. And Mike Herniak up to the 6th spot. And everybody's still good. Everybody doing a great job. 16 laps to go. Drag race at the front of this field. Morris just got a shot from the 2 of Stewart halfway through that backstretch. Patrick will draw even with Stewart. Out of turn number 4 for third. At the line again. And they'll continue to go side by side for the lead. Up the hill in turn 2, down and back. All 5 right there. See that? The 51 of Evison. There's the 15 of Herniak. And Herniak battling with Orr now in the red machine. It's a pre-race grid at full speed at Delaware Speedway with the V8 stocks. Taggart on the inside, Morris on the outside. And the crowd at the Old South Pub, Kate, going crazy as the 73 is battling for the lead.
The 73 is hanging on strong on the outside. And on the outside as well is the 2 of Doug Stewart, who actually used to be a shop teacher when he was in high school.
Yeah, he helped the students build a race car and they actually raced that car. Oh, big shot to the back of Stewart from Evison. And something went flying off the rear deck lid of that 2 machine. Will stay green halfway by this time.
Front of the field's got about 4/10 to wiggle with. They're running 21.6s.
Yeah, so we're wondering if there's any sheet metal on the backstretch because that rear deck lid has flown off the 2 on that hit from the 51 last time down the backstretch. Still battling for the lead. Taggart on the inside of Morris.
And
Stewart.
they're staying together, even though they've got that 4/10, Chris, because nobody wants to be the one that breaks out.
That's right, you break out, you lose a ton of spots because everybody is within 2 turns of each other except for the 53 of Karen Martin. 10 to go. Still battling side by side for the lead. It's a pace lap. Oh, we got a sprint at turn 2. The 37's around. That's Austin Petty in the lower groove. And the flight man pointing to turn 2, and we'll go caution. Just before they cross the start-finish line, so we'll still have 10 laps to go. And first caution of the feature. Here's the Everson into the rear deck lid of the 2. Watch this. And flies right off there. The sheet metal, I think that might have flew over the wall into the backyard of the Speedway, but that was heavy contact by Everson into Doug Stewart's number 2. The 37 is rolling of Austin Penny. First caution of the feature.
First caution, and everybody's running tight. Nobody wants to make that slip up, but right before the spin and the caution, everybody sped up a tenth. So I'm wondering if we're starting to get to that point in the race where we're going to start getting a little bit faster.
Here's that replay again. There you see the contact. That's pretty good contact, actually. To clear that rear deck lid panel off of the 2, that was hard contact by the 51 of Evenson down the back. Like that, if he's trying to bump draft him, that was more than a bump, if you ask me. Even in slow motion, it looked hard.
It looked hard for sure, and I don't think that piece even buckled when it flew off. I think it just went off. So yeah. I'm sure somebody from the Stewart crew will go looking for it, because I think you can just bolt that right back on the race car. Put those cotter pins in and away you go.
Absolutely. 1 to go here at the line. 10 to go officially when we go green. And they'll stay side by side under caution, and maybe for the next 10 laps. Taggart in the 23, Morris in the 73. And it's Patrick and Stewart, Herniak and Everson, and Derek Clark running the 45 for Watson Motorsports tonight. The 4D of Brandon Edgar. Cody Colburn's back there as well. Rockwood, Martin, and the 37 of Penny. Here they come on at turn 4. Green flag, we're racing with the V8 stocks.
Great start by Jeremy Taggart, but Morris was able to counter, and they're still running side by side throughout this field.
There's some pretty good damage on the right front of that 73 of Morris. I didn't notice that until we last saw the turn 1 camera shot. We'll watch out at turn number 4. Look at that damage. I didn't notice that before. Could that help? Could that deter the speed of the car or not?
It may slow him down just a little bit, but I also don't think he's giving everything the car's got. We've seen that Morris machine go way faster than it is right now, but that damage happened right before we went to speed shot, going into the corner when at the very start of the race, when Morris and Doug Stewart were trying to shuffle their way through the field.
Speaking of Doug Stewart, he's losing spots on the outside. Doug Stewart now is back to 5th. Now he's gotten 4th back, side by side with Everson. He almost rode the wall out of turn 2. Almost got the right side rubber into the wall here at Delaware Speedway. He draws even with Everson for the 4th position, side by side for the lead. 7 to go. Everybody good on time still?
Everybody's still good on times. You asked me if that would slow down the 73 machine. He's run as fast as 2 times the last 2 laps, Chris.
Stewart looking to gain some spots, losing some spots. Herniak drew even with him out of turn number 2. And Doug Stewart having some issues on the outside. As they'll come back into turn number 1. Still side by side for the lead. Patrick in the 86 in 3rd. Everson into 4th. Herniak will draw even with Stewart for 6th spot or 5th spot now in turns 3 and 4. And Everson making a push to the front.
Everybody's starting to speed up. We've seen some 21.3s. So everybody's hit that point in the race where they're ready to go.
On the timing app that Kate and I are using, if you see green numbers, that means they just turned their fastest lap. So we immediately look quickly at the clock, because when you see green, you say, oh, did they break out? No, they didn't. They ran their fastest lap of the feature, but not a breakout time yet. Morris is falling back on the outside. Everson up to 2nd now. Patrick battling to the inside of Morris as well for 3rd. Everson looking strong. He taps the 23 of Taggart. Everson might have a fast lap there. Taggart's fastest lap of the feature at 21.38.
Also, Herniak's fastest lap of the feature that time by 2, and he's sitting in 5th place.
Yeah, Stewart, the points leader, in trouble. He's dropped back to the 8th spot now. Morris to the inside, and Everson to no avail. 2 laps to go. Doug Stewart's going to lose some points here. Evenson to the inside for the lead. Evenson in the 51, Taggart in the 23. Evenson might be close to a breakout here, Kate. Have an eye on this time. He had a pretty good lap. Coming around, white flag. They're good to go. Everybody's good. Final lap. Morris down to the inside. Here comes Jordan Morris. Oh, we got 2 cars around in turn number 2. Are we staying in green? Yes, we are. On a turn 4, it's Evenson, Morris, and Taggart. And nobody broke out. It is an official finish with not one penalty in that 25-lap feature.
It's an official finish, but Doug Stewart's one of those cars around in turn 1 and 2, Chris.
Huge point championship implications here for the 2 of Doug Stewart, as he was one of the cars involved in turn 2 coming into tonight. He had a 13-point lead on Watson Racing. Let's go to the replay, Kate.
Watching the left side of your screen, it looks like...
Did he break something?
It looked to me like the 611 may have caught the back of Doug Stewart. But it's hard to tell from the camera angle that we do have, but it does look like somebody was behind him. And just the way that he came into that corner and spun, it didn't look like it might have been all by himself.
Here we go again.
Let's see if we...
There's sparks flying when we see him first. There might have been. But by the time we see them, it's too late to tell.
Yeah, it's too late to make a definitive mark on that. But in turns 1 and 2, there is a little bit of unevenness. So that could even just be the belly pan that's sparking from him hopping through that corner.
Yeah, the biggest benefactor is Jordan Morris, who finished second. Came into tonight 21 points behind Stewart for the lead. Watson Racing being driven by Derek Clark, 13 points off the lead. Will gain points on, everybody will gain points on Doug Stewart tonight after the V8 stock feature race here at the Delaware Speedway. Let's send it down trackside to Jordan Moss.
A heck of a journey to get me here to walk me through what you're feeling right now.
I'm just glad the car's in one piece. I want to thank Pennzoil for sponsoring Victor Lane. I want to thank Dock Stater Property Maintenance for sponsoring the series, Group 3 Printing for being on the car, and I want you to take a look at all the boards all the way around the track here. Those are the people that make it happen, and you fans out there, what do you think of that?
How much fun are you having here with this V8 class?
Well, when we're not wrecking stuff, it's a lot of fun.
There you go. And what do you got planned for the rest of the season here?
Rest of the season, hopefully follow up some more wins. Maybe go an Oscar race.
There you go. Excellent run by Adam Evenson. Parks it down here in victory.
Adam Evenson, your V8 stock feature race winner. More to come. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
We're back. Fanatics is back, coming this fall to Rogers TV.
Playing whatever. Jack 102.3.
This is not a drill. This is happening.
Get ready, because a new season of The Old Man is coming soon to FX.
Do you recognize me now?
Need to catch up? Stream the entire first season on City TV Plus.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. What a beautiful skyline there. That's looking just over turn number 2. And there you see the bone stock feature ready to go. And one big fan with a huge sign. It's the biggest sign I've seen here at Delaware Speedway. In the front grandstands, looking to cheering on the 333, I believe, tonight. But a good field of bone stocks ready to do battle, Kate. Oh, where's this? Oh, there we go. We're losing track. There's That's a lot bigger than that. That's a big sign. I think what did it say on it?
It says 333, but I think it's actually a mini fridge box.
Oh, okay. Well, that works.
So
that
they're
works.
definitely in the right place. They're at the racetrack with the mini fridge box with 333 on it.
All right. So let's set the page here for the bone stock feature. We know that the points leader, or was the points leader a few weeks ago, Jeremiah Rabideau, had to come to the B main. He'll start 26th. The points leader starts 15th. So 11 positions behind Matt Langford, who has a 6-point lead right now unofficially on Rabideau heading to this feature. And it'll be Cook and Genereux at the front of this field, who will turn the bone stocks loose for 25 laps.
Yeah, it's tough to see the 23 teal car, which is the 3 of Wally Wilson, is on the front stretch, was supposed to be joining this race. He is on pit road. It looks like they're under the hood, and that vehicle is not starting. Another tough break for the Howard stable. That happened to Jesse Howard the one night as well.
Bottom of your screen.
So the hood's going down, but I don't know if it's fired up.
Here they come out of turn number 4. The 23 will not make the start here. Green flag. We're racing with the bone stocks for 25 laps. It's Cook and Genereux will lead a full song of bone stocks into turn 1. And we got the 23 is on pit road speeding. They're going to have to calm the 23 down here. Well, that was excessive speed by Wally Wilson. It'll be interesting to see if they black flag that 23. There we go, bone stocks, trackside speed cam. Leaders out of turn number 2, and it's immediately Genereux to the lead. Everest will go to the inside. Caution on the speedway. We got the 333 high in turn number 4, and that sign did not bring the 333 any luck. And caution on the speedway.
See, well, he's rolling, so that's a good sign.
It's a good sign that the car was rolling. A bad sign for Liam Boschel that the sign was even in the stands, apparently.
Might not be so bad, though, for Wally Wilson. It'll depend if he got out there in time and got to the start-finish line before the leaders got back around.
Yeah, but Kate, if I'm an official, I'm tempted to throw him a black flag for speeding on pit road. Like, that was fast speed, and there's people out there working on late model cars.
I think the only thing that saved him was he was up against the wall, and a track official was down by the car when he was told to go. So I'm not sure. If I'm a track official, though, I'm definitely sending a warning, whether it be at the end of the race.
At least a warning. Absolutely agree. Under caution here, 1 lap complete according to the scoreboard. Bone stock, a feature race.
It's not that Wally Wilson is not a racer in other capacity too. Won his first OSCAR modified race not that long ago. So congratulations on that one. But let's slow down here in Delaware on pit road.
There are rules on pit road. All right, so looking at the points battle, 7 positions separate Langford from Rabideau now on the track. It was 11 when we took the green flag, so Rabideau's made some moves. They're going to give Genereux the lead here. Cook will go outside row number 1, then it's Everest and the 48 at Dixon. Verburn and Rawlings, Robinson and Story, Roberts and Fothergill. That's your top 10. In the row behind them, it's Verhoeven and Donovan Clark. So Donovan Clark, an opportunity to gain some points on the points battle here between Langford and Rabideau.
Want to go at the line, now take it. Now we can
Interesting to watch Jeremiah come through this field. Langford and Rabideau come through this field. White flag on the speedway.
Last time out for Clark, funny story, he accidentally had the tire switch where he put the inside tires on the outside tires on the inside.
So here we go. Lights off the Delaware Speedway pace vehicle. Bone stock feature. 1 lap in the books, 24 to go. Adam Genereux will bring him to the line.
Didn't realize Delaware has brand new tires instead this week.
Green flag, we're racing with the Bone Stocks. And the field will rumble through turns 1 and 2. Everest in the green, 13. There's that left rear tire we talked about with Kate during the intermission about some Bone Stocks having that setting. That left rear tire might not even spin. Watch this in the corner. Look at that 13, that left rear almost completely off the ground, coming to a full stop and rotation, and Everest will grab the second spot.
Sometimes that's just the rollover of the car. No matter what they're doing, it's just not sitting properly by the way that the driver's throwing it in there.
Absolutely. There's the 74, Cook. He's in third spot. Front three, nose to tail. The rest of the field pretty much side by side. Langford up a few spots, Rabideau up a few spots. And Verhoeven slow on the front stretch at the line right now. The red 8 of Verhoeven's off the pace and can't get down the track. Gonna be high in turn number 1. Will probably be okay to come into the pits from the back stretch. But definitely, coming to a stop. Is it gonna stop there in turn 2? Trying to get down the track, still rolling, we're still green. Now we'll go to the lower apron in turn number 2 and we'll stay green. As the leaders will come by on the high side of the 8 machine. It's Genereux out front, Everest alone in second, Cook, Verburn, Rawlings, and Fothergill your top 6. And then a gaggle of cars, including Langford, their championship leader, and 6 positions back from him is Rabideau. There you see the 15 of Roberts, the 34 of Story. 0-3, there's your points leader. That's Langford in the 0-3 as the field works turns 1 and 2. Robinson, the 27. 0-3 is Langford. 34 Story. 78, that's Culver. And looking for Rabideau behind. There's the 5 of Jeremiah. To the inside of Nathan Rhea. Go ahead.
03 got loose. Kind of got tagged up there by the 34. Had it almost sideways coming out of turn 4. Collects it back up. Still rolling. But everybody checked up behind him.
Absolutely. Bottom right, that's your second in points. Jeremiah Rabideau trying to come through the field. Top left, Hornet's Nest of Bone Stocks working turns 3 and 4. That's the Hornet's Nest ahead of Rabideau. Rabideau trying to work his way through. As they work turns 1 and 2, Rabideau, Robinson slow in front. Rabideau will get to the inside. Contact with Rhea. And Rhea will keep it straight. Rabideau forced down into the 26 by the 27 of Robinson. You saw that one live. And Rabideau will go to the inside of the 27 of Robinson. Rabideau's still a ton of positions to get up to Langford. Langford's about 8 positions ahead of Rabideau right now. The leaders are in turns 3 and 4. Rabideau's just coming out of turn number 2. Tons of traffic to work his way around. All this because of problems in the heat race. There you see the battle, top left, Rabideau bottom right to the outside of the 93 of Meyer. There's the 0-3 of Matt Langford behind the 19 of Verburn, top left, that's your points leader. Second in points, bottom right. They're on the same straightaway, but there are about 8 to 9 cars separated between them. A Bone Stock Hornet's Nest caution on the speedway.
Hannah Lamont was around in turn 1 and 2, bringing out the caution.
That's going to help a few drivers, including Jeremiah Rabideau and that gaggle from 5th on back as the leaders, Genereux and Everest, were getting away from the rest of the field, Kate.
Yeah, definitely not something that they wanted to see, but that will stack the field back up. It will definitely make it more entertaining for us here in Bone Stock feature racing.
And more Bone Stock feature racing to come on the other side of the break. It's Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Don't get caught unprepared this summer. White's Rental is your one-stop shop for lawnmower tune-ups and repairs. You can visit us at our new location, 785 Little Simcoe Street.
Think before you say it. Don't wind up like me. Imprisoned by your tongue. Doing 1 to 3.
Is that with good behavior?
You got
Welcome to Treat Yourself.
Welcome back to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV. Developments now. The 71 John Clausen front bumper dragging on the ground, and even more problems for the 5 of Jeremiah Rabideau. Went into the pits and is at the pits right there. Center your screen. Jeremiah Rabideau coming to consultation of his crew. Something wrong with the 5. We'll have to restart. At the back of the field, they're jacking up the left rear of that machine.
Another tough break for the 5 of Rabideau. Matt Langford wants to race with them. He wants it to be close. So, as much as when I've been leading points racing for a championship, I'm like, well, tough luck for them, but I'm capitalizing on it. Great on the 03 for wanting to keep it close and race with them, but the 5 is rolling again. So he's going to rejoin this field, but he's got a long way to go to get back up to the 03 and keep the points nice and close.
Yeah, here comes the 5 of Rabideau, just 16 laps to try and get as many cars in positions as possible. Hashtag hot knife through butter is what the 5 is going to be doing here when we go green. And they're going to throw the white next time by, I believe. They gave the 5 a lap to figure it out in the pits. The crew figured it out. The 5's come back out on the track, and they're going to throw the white, I think. Nope, next time by they'll throw the white.
Got to go next time by to the white because there's a lot of cars out there. Got to get everybody lined up 2 by 2 so we can rack them and stack them and go racing.
He's running deep in the pack, let's just put it that way. He has got a lot of work to do in that Honda rod.
So they're going to stack them and repack them. And they're going to throw the white this time by. I believe late model features still to come on a beautiful night here at Delaware Speedway. Thanks for joining us on Rogers TV. Chris Soares, Kate Frail, top of the tower. Jeremy McGrady down trackside. And yes, the white being displayed by Scott Mackey in the flag stand. To Adam Genereux, who will be the control car. And as you know, if you've been with us all year, there is a restart zone here at the half mile. It's a yellow painted stripe on the inside wall, corner exit to turn 4, up to 2 red stripes and a pylon. So in this particular case, the control car, Genereux, will have between that yellow stripe and the 2 red stripes to restart the race. If he does not restart by the pylon, then Everest can restart the race on the outside. So Genereux has control here. Lights off the pace car.
There's also 10 rows between the 03 to the 5 restarting here with the bone stocks.
Here they come out of turn number 4. Green flag, we're racing with the bone stocks. And the field will rumble through turns 1 and 2. Everest will grab the lead early from Genereux. Genereux will fight back on the inside. Matt Langford up to 6th spot now. The points leader trying to take advantage of troubles on the 5 machine. And the front 6 trying to get away. Genereux will lead that lap.
And the 13 gets a little bit loose, might have had some help. Everest slides up the track. Tough break for the 13.
They're 4 wide behind the 13, and they'll settle it before turn number 3. They were 4 wide. Culver and Collison were the buns in that 4-meat sandwich. There you see the 34 story in that yellow machine to the inside. 78's Culver. The leader is Genereux. Langford up to 4th spot now. And Rabideau ways back with lots of cars to get by. Rabideau staying to the outside group to try and get as many passes as possible. And with the way that car corners, you can pass on the outside. The only problem is he loses a little bit of steam on the straightaways. There's the 33 of Fothergill, 52 of Donovan Clark, the 03 of Langford. The 52's third in the points. There's the 15 of Roberts. The 03 is your points leader unofficially by 6 when we took the green flag for this feature. 12 to go this time by. Here they come into turn number 1. Fothergill. That's your second place battle. Langford to the outside. Well, actually, Roberts caught Langford. 13 of Everest is slowly on the outside wall in the backstretch. Looks out. Here comes Rabideau. Rabideau will go to the inside of 13. The 13 very slow in turn 3. On the outside of turn 3. Restarted this race on the front row, and now we'll dive into the pits. So Everest might be done for the race. We'll stay green. Genereux with a very, very healthy lead. Clark to the inside of Fothergill for position. That's for the second spot. 03 on Langford is there. And Fothergill will fight back on the outside. Rabideau still trying to find his way through traffic as the laps tick away. 10 to go. Langford, Rabideau separated by a full straightaway, but lots of cars in between.
Genereux has a nice healthy lead. Wanting to see the rest of this go green with the gap that he has created. You can see down at the bottom of your screen, he's all by himself.
There's the leader, top left of your screen. That's 25 is Genereux. Bottom right, that's your points leader. Langford to the inside of Clark. Clark's third in the points. They'll go to the high side of the 28. That's a battle for the second position. Fothergill in the 33, Roberts in the 15. Langford to the inside of the 52 of Clark. Rabideau has a little bit of track in front of him now, but that's not what he wants. He wants cars in front of him so he can pass them. He does not want open track. Langford the second spot. And Langford's got over a half a straightaway to catch the leader with 7 to go this time by.
The 5 of Rabideau is currently sitting in the 17th position, and that is a lot of points that he's going to lose if Langford finishes up near the front.
Yeah, and the key here for Rabideau, if you can see his silver lining here, Kate, is the fact that Genereux's got such a big lead. Now, what Jeremiah wants is Genereux to keep that lead, because Langford will get a point if he leads a lap. He'll get a point. Well, he can't get a point anymore for leading the most laps, so that point's out the window. He'll get an extra bonus point for winning the feature, plus regular feature points. So Rabideau would like Genereux to stay out front if you want a silver lining to this whole situation.
Rabideau would also like a few more cars to check off his boxes here and get a few more cars.
Rabideau to the outside of Triska. He's got about 6-7 cars right in front of him, so there are points up for grabs for Jeremiah. Langford top left, leader bottom right. Genereux down the backstretch. Langford now on the backstretch. As you see, Langford going into turn 3. Genereux coming out of turn 4. So caution on the speedway. 2 cars around in turn 2. It's the 69 of Rawlings.
And the 28 of Daniel Mayu.
Daniel Mayu in the 28. This is opportunity here for Jeremiah with 5 laps to go. He'll have more cars in front of him, but that B silver lining might be out the window now, because Langford will start outside row number 1 beside Genereux, the leader.
Yeah, Langford has a chance now to take the lead and possibly win this race. Not what Rabideau would like to see, doesn't want any more bonus points. So we'll see what Langford can pull out here right at the end of this race. We've only got 5 to go. So everybody's going to be racing for position. So I'm interested to see what happens through the rest of the field too, because we've only got 5 to go in this race. So everybody wants to get every position they can.
All right, under caution, Bone Stock feature, 5 to go. We'll be right back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
I walk for my partner who is on dialysis.
I walk in memory of my dad,
I walk for all those waiting for a kidney transplant.
I walk because I live with kidney disease. When you participate in the kidney walk or support someone who does, you're taking steps and providing hope to thousands of Canadians living with kidney disease. Behind every step, there's someone we walk for.
Who will you be walking for?
Who will you be walking for?
Who will you be walking for? Register or donate at kidneywalk.ca.
Hi everyone, my name's Emily Febri. I'm also known as Ranger M. I'm an environmental communicator and educator, and I get to talk to a lot of different people about all things nature and conservation. I love to knowledge share, and that's what I want to do with you. So come on, let's go learn with Ranger M.
Welcome back at Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Chris Orris, Kate Friel, top of the tower. Jeremy McGrady down at trackside. As we're under caution here, bone stock feature with 5 to go. Adam Genereux, the leader. The points leader, Matt Langford, has fought his way up to the second position. And right now, second in points, Jeremiah Rabideau finds himself in 16th position with 5 to go. Now, the key about that position being 16 is Jeremiah will start on the outside. He's made most of his passes on the outside in this feature. He'll look to do more.
And he might slide up a little bit further than 16th because Daniel Mayhew was in that accident. He's still showing on our scoring monitor in 14th, so Rabideau might actually have a couple more positions. That's really what he likes to see, is that he's moving up closer to the front and at least taking a couple more points away from the gain that would have happened.
Well, here's the thing too, and we went from one silver lining being Genereux with a huge lead, which benefited Rabideau. Now Langford starts in second. There's only one more point he can get per position, and that's 1 point. Jeremiah's got a ton of points ahead of him on this restart, so he could gain a lot of points back because Langford can't really advance much. Now, remember, if Langford leads a lap, that's another point, right? If he wins the race, that's another point, plus his points for finishing where he finishes. But as far as positions on the track, Langford only has one more to gain. Jeremiah has a ton.
Langford's got 3 points up for grabs, whereas Rabideau's got a lot more than that.
Yeah. So lights off the Delaware Speedway pace vehicle. So Langford in row 1. Jeremiah starts in row number 7. So here we go. Things are setting to become very, very busy here at the half mile with 5 to go. Genereux will bring him to the line. There you see Rabideau, top of your screen on the outside of the green and black Nathan Rhea machine. Green flag, we're racing with the bold stocks. Rabideau with a great jump, already to the outside of Story. Jeremiah Rabideau not done yet. Jeremiah around Rhea, around Story. Langford marred with Clark. Genereux's away for the lead. There's Clark in the 52, Fothergill 33, Langford 03, Robertson the 15, Culver in the 78.
Langford had a really tough start there. It definitely stacked everybody up, especially affected Fothergill. But good thing was they were able to get back in that gas and keep on going.
Genereux out front, 4 to go. Langford in the 03. Rabideau marred behind the black 16. The 16 went up and blocked the 5 last time around, turn 4. Rabideau not happy with that.
Rabideau is sitting in 12th spot right now, Chris.
So he's gained 4 spots since the restart. Langford's gained none. Now Rabideau to the inside. There's Jeremiah, bottom right. Points leader, top left. Second in points, bottom right. Genereux way out in front. We won't forget about Genereux, but he's way out in front by 15 car lengths. So we'll document Langford, top left. Rabideau, bottom right. Back to the gap, there it is. Genereux way out in front. Back to your points battle with 2 to go this time by. They're both on the front straightaway. Rabideau's by the 16, by the 74 of Cook. Now he's got the 93 of Meyer in the loop.
And he's sitting in 9th right now, so he's definitely made up ground, and he's definitely recovered from coming into the pits.
Rabideau's gone from 16th to 9th, race fans, since the restart. White flag on the speedway. Adam Genereux looking strong all night. Langford in second will gain points on Rabideau here, but the question is how many? He came into the feature up 6. Rabideau trying to get to the outside of Meyer. It's Genereux into turn 3. Genereux out of turn 4, a dominating night by the blue 25. Adam Genereux will win the Bone Stock feature. It'll be Langford in second. Donovan Clark will gain points as well in third. Willems in fourth. Sterling Roberts in fifth. It'll be Culver, Fothergill, Meyer. Rabideau finishes ninth, and Stan Cook will round out the top 10. So 7 points gained by Matt Langford. He did not lead a lap, so he'll gain 7 on Rabideau. So unofficially, a 13-point gap between first and second in the Bone Stock Championship race heading to their next event. A big night for Matt Langford, a big night for the 25 of Adam Genereux.
Great night for the 25 of Adam Genereux, but also a great rebound, we'll call it, for Rabideau. He salvaged a great night with all of the things that went wrong in the Rabideau pit today. So being able to get it back together and keep going, even though things are going wrong, good on the 5 team for sticking in there.
Yeah, so we'll take it down trackside momentarily, but unofficially right now, Matt Langford leads Jeremiah Rabideau by 13 points heading into next event. That's unofficial. Our calculations say 13 points, gaining 7 on Jeremiah in the feature, and 6 points and 4 points earlier tonight from the heat race competition. Already had a 2-point lead coming into tonight. But Adam Genereux, we heard him on the heat race. We heard him in the interview actually with Jeremy back in the pits. This will be a great interview. Adam Genereux, a fantastic run, a strong car tonight as he hops out of the cockpit and will acknowledge the crowd. There you see him on top of his car. I think that's Chris Lawrence there in a yellow hat, owner of the 25, I believe. And we'll set it down trackside to Jordan
Back
Mosley.
up there with the flag. Give it up for your winner. Adam, a long time coming there, and you put on quite the performance. Walk me through that one.
Well, first of all, Langford Racing, P1, P2. It's a pretty good night, and just had to nail that initial start. Once I knew I was in front, I was in pretty good shape because we know how fast the car is, and I don't know, once I was in front, I just kind of controlled, and I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just focusing on going.
How's this going to accelerate the rest of your season?
I hope by a lot. I mean, this is really what we needed. We've been fighting this thing for, like basically 2 years. Matt and Barry Langford have put in so much work on this car. Chris Lawrence, Hot Rod, Don York, all those guys. I mean, I don't even know what to say, man, honestly.
And you got a lot of people you want to thank down here.
Tons. Like I said, Matt and Barry at Langford Racing for sure. P1, P2 on the day and in practice. I want to thank, obviously, Toyota Lifto for sponsoring the division and letting us go out here and run around like a bunch of crazy people. I want to thank Pennzoil for Victory Lane. It's mine now, so no one else can have it. This is my spot. I want to thank BT Racing, Delaware, and of course, all the fans, my family that support me. Thanks, guys. And my beautiful girlfriend, Abby. She couldn't be here tonight, but she's going to love it.
Adam Genereux plants the flag. He has claimed Victory Lane. Where to get
Langford Racing 1 and 2. Late models are next. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Pollinating Purpose is a show about supporting organizations who seek to have impact in the work that they do. Whether nonprofit, for-profit, or grassroots organization, you'll learn key considerations to starting or growing your social purpose business with longevity and sustainability in mind. Along the way, you'll also hear stories from folks who are doing similar work in their community and hearing from leaders in their field on how to best approach this work.
Looking for fun?
10,000, 50,000, $1 million.
One press is all it takes.
I'm going to press
my luck.
Do it again. L-U-C.
Press your luck. All new Thursdays 8, 7 Central on City TV.
That is a great shot there. Chris Orrs at Cape Friel, top of the tower. Jeremy McGrady down trackside. Beautiful shot. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV as we get set for late model racing. They're still doing picture celebrations with Mr. Genereux down at Victory Lane. Should be a great late model race. Just 11 cars tonight, but it should be a good race nonetheless, Kate.
Should be great racing. I'm interested to see how close everybody is on the track. There may end up being two groups, but I think other than that, everybody will be pretty packed together.
Yeah, ironically, the points battle will start side by side in row number 3. I'll give the early advantage to Adrianson, who will start on the inside of row 3. Morneau will start outside, so technically the inside is the advantage here at the half mile, but we'll see how it plays itself out.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I find that the late models tend to really race those two grooves, the cooler that the track is. But it is a little bit slicker, so it depends on how much adjustment they have made to these vehicles before the race starts.
And 2 years ago, Delaware Speedway adjusted that second groove. They put some different type of material on there to kind of bring that second groove in. Ever since that, back in 2022, the second groove has really been racing well here at the half mile. More to come on the other side of break. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Think it's okay to drive high? Think again. Drug-impaired driving is as illegal as drunk driving, and in Ontario, the penalties are the same. If police suspect you're driving under the influence of drugs of any kind, or a combination of drugs and alcohol, and you fail a roadside test, your license will be suspended immediately for up to 30 days. You'll pay a penalty of $198. And you can be charged with a criminal offense of impaired driving, the same as alcohol. Driving high is never okay.
In the Paint Box, host Jane Roy puts a spotlight on various aspects of the vibrant visual art community in the City of London.
Like just generally, galleries have had great relationships with their artists. They're the ones that kind of promote them. Sometimes one of the things I've really appreciated about you is you're also an encourager.
The Paint Box, Mondays at 5:30 p.m.
Welcome back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV. A new Delaware Speedway merch store now available online, shipping to anywhere in Canada or the U.S. www.delawarespeedway.com/shop or merchandise link on the homepage. Stay up to date with all the Delaware Speedway fashions, with new products continuously being added. Great run by the 25 bone stock of Adam Genereux, but he needed a push to leave Victory Lane, Kate.
Well, he already won the race, so it's it's the best timing to need a push off the track.
Late models on the track. It'll be Johnny Arts, pole position. Matt Robley outside row number 1. Row number 2, Patrick Friel inside of the 13 of Jaden Chapman. Row number 3, Gary Adrianson alongside him. The points leader Ray Morneau, leading by 9 points unofficially over Adrianson. Row number 4, Brady Smith, Marshall Schrank. Schrank third in the points right now. Row number 5, Rawlings, Beauchamp Jr. Row number 6, all by himself, the 14 of Paul Major. 11 late models getting set to do battle here for 35 laps. One to go at the line here. Kate, your last thoughts before we turn them loose.
Well, they're just doing their wave lap, and it is one of those things in driver superstition, is that if you don't do the wave lap, it's bad luck. So every driver had their hand out the window, waving at the crowd. They're ready to go racing, and I am very interested to see what happens.
Yeah, we'll do white flag this time by actually wave lap and then the white flag.
They did the wave lap.
No, I said wave lap and then the white flag.
Gotcha. I was like, no, we're going white flag right now, Chris.
No, that's okay. It's almost 10 o'clock, so it's past Kate's bedtime here.
I have 2 children under 4. It's always past my bedtime.
White flag on the Speedway. 35 laps. Thanks for watching Rogers TV and our YouTube channel. Pull your belts nice and tight. Get ready, buckle in. Some late models set to roar around the half mile here. Lights off the Delaware Speedway pace vehicle. Johnny Arts will turn him loose in the 30. We'll watch that row 3 as well. That's your points battle. The leader outside row 3. Adrianson 9 points back inside row 3. Out of turn 4. Here they come. Looking at the flag stand. Green flag. We're racing with the late models. Side by side into turn 1. Up the hill in turn 2. Robley on the outside of Arts. Robley looking for a run here. Chapman got a great run out of turn number 2. Sawyer and Morneau. Big opportunity here for Chapman and Morneau. Friel needs to battle back on the inside with Adrianson. And they do. Side by side for the lead. Robley looking for the lead. Can't come down on Arts. They'll fly down the back another time. Side by side, 3 rows back. Adrianson with a great run will push Friel into third.
Yeah, the 18 of Friel's looking real loose on the inside.
Let's go down track side of the flag stand. Speed shot with the late models. Robley to the lead. Matt Robley in the 51. Arts trying to fight back. Adrianson really loose on it, turn number 2. Friel's dropped back to the 5th spot. Chapman up to 3rd. Morneau's dropped to the inside now. Adrianson very loose. Morneau to the inside of Adrianson. That 55 losing some handling here. Early, Kate.
Yeah, I think the 55, when he was interviewed, they were really talking about tightening up the race car as the track had got looser. Wondering how much we got it, or if it's going to take a few laps for those tires to heat up and really come in and bite on this track.
Well, it can't take too much longer because Adrianson's falling back. He's lost 3 positions to Morneau already. Robley out front, Arts in 2nd, Morneau 3rd, Chapman 4th. Smith to the inside of Adrianson for 5th. Now they're all single file. Friel will go to look to the outside of Adrianson to no avail. Front 3, nose to tail, off turn 2, down the back. Robley, Arts, Morneau, they're all there. On a turn number 4, Morneau looks to the inside of the 30 machine. Will shut the door. Then it's Chapman, Smith, Adrianson, and Friel. Front 7, single file. Schrank trying to get to the inside of Beauchamp for 8th. Here's Morneau looking to the inside again, and then he'll dart to the outside. Back and forth to 0-3, looking for somewhere around the 30.
Really good to see the 30 of Johnny Arts running at the front. Started this season, rookie season, trying to hang in there, and I think he's done a great job tonight, Chris.
Yeah, he looks a little faster than Robbie right now. Gets underneath the rear deck lid of the 51. Almost turned the 51 around. There's the 30 of Arts, top left, battle for the lead, bottom right. Arts really closes in under cornering as well on the 51.
Yeah, Arts finished 5th last week, and it was really sad that we weren't here to watch him have a good race, so I'm sure he'll be happy that Rogers is here this week. He's got a heat win, and he's running in the top 3.
Morneau to the inside of Arts for 2nd, bottom right, that's Adrianson. He's by Smith for 5th. And that car might have came back now to Gary Adrianson. The question is, how aggressive is he going to get now? Adrianson behind Chapman. And Adrianson looking very racy. That car has come to life. Now Robley's gone out of the lead. Morneau to the lead. Arts to the inside of Robley for 2nd. There's your leader, top left. Adrianson to the inside of Chapman, trying to force his way through. Now Matt Robley caught on the outside. Chapman's to the inside of Robley. Adrianson will try and follow him through. Morneau will lead and is stretching it out very quickly now. Out to about a 10-car length lead on Arts for the lead. Adrianson to the inside of Robley. Robley falling back. Adrianson now up another spot. He's up to 4th.
Robley still 53 of Brady Smith just makes contact with the 51 of Matt
we got
Robley.
contact in turn 3. Robley and Smith come together. And caution on the speedway. As Kate mentioned, that started way back in turn 2. As contact in turn 2 and then contact in turn 3. Sparks were flying. And Robley getting turned around the nose of the 53. Brady Smith, the runner caution.
Tough break for the 51, and Matt Robley was having a great run.
That's going to help everybody chasing Morneau, who was gone to the races with a 12-car length lead when we went to caution, including Gary Adrianson.
So when Ray Morneau took the lead, I looked down to check lap times, and I knew that he took the lead because in this main grandstand is, I call it Morneau Little Lane, because there is probably about 20 people at least every race in that main grandstand. But I did see his mom jumping up and down, so I didn't even have to look up to know that he took the lead.
He is the leader right now, and he's the points leader. Arts is in second. Looking at, we're hearing that it might have been the right front on the 53 machine, hence getting up into the Robley machine. There you see the timing and scoring from our last completed green flag lap. We have 23 laps left in the book, so we've completed 12. And that's what we're hearing, right front down on the 53. We'll see right now if we can, yeah, there it is, right front down on the 53. And when you go into a corner and you got to turn left and you're right front down, I don't know if you're going to turn left, Kate, and you went right into Robley.
I'm just wondering if he cut down the tire, though, coming out of turn 2 when the first contact happened.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately. Unfortunate for the 53 as well as the 51 that it ended up with them now both going to at least be at the back. 53's got to change a tire. 51 has to now go to the back. He was having a great run. Tough on the Robley crew. They seem to be the team of tough breaks sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely, especially in 2024. So white flag on the speedway. That'll bring Adrianson closer to Morneau. One row back now. I'm going to restart. Morneau, Arts, row number 1. Chapman, Adrianson, row number 2. Beauchamp, Friel, row number 3. Schrank and Rawlings, row 4. Major and Robley, row number 5. So we got a heat race size field with 23 laps to go. Pace car on the apron. Here we go. Morneau will bring him to green. 23 to go. This time by. They'll look to the flag stand. Green flag. They'll match the gas. We're racing again. Through turns 1 and 2. We'll see what Adrianson has here. Morneau will grab the lead early. Side by side, Adrianson and Chapman for third. Adrianson needs to get off that high groove as fast as possible. And he lost position. Now Beauchamp to the inside of Adrianson. So Adrianson marred on that outside lane. And still not past Beauchamp Jr. as Morneau will lead him through turns 3 and 4. Adrianson, there you see, he's loose again. Those tires cooled down a little bit under caution and contact with Beauchamp Jr. Adrianson trying to battle here. He'll lose that spot. He was fishtailing all the way through that corner.
It's almost like the car starts to snap loose, and what I mean by that is that the wheels are going one way, but the back end's snapping the other way, about 3/4 of the way out of exit.
Absolutely. There he is. He's loose already. Friel got a nose in on the inside. Patrick Friel can't keep it there, though. I'll watch Adrianson 2, 3, and 4 here. Not that bad that time. And here you see Morneau trying to get the lead beyond repair. Chapman to the inside of Arts behind this leader for second spot. And Chapman battling. There you see top of your screen. Chapman to the inside of Arts. Morneau will complete another lap. And Arts will hold on to the spot for now. Arts in the 30. Chapman in the 13. Beauchamp Jr. There you see the white nose of the 60. And about a couple car lengths behind this battle is the 55 of Adrianson. That's your biggest battle on the track right now, is this battle on your screen. Battle for second spot. Arts, Chapman, Beauchamp. And Beauchamp got really loose in turn 2, lost a ton of track position. Morneau just seems to be in another time zone right now, Kate.
I think Morneau's crew hit the nail on the head with the temperature change tonight. I think they got it right, and everybody's wishing they got it as right as Ray's crew.
Like it's a half a straightaway lead right now. Beauchamp's across. So is Adrianson out of turn 2. They both stay off the inside wall. Beauchamp Jr. got loose in corner exit and spun right across the nose of the 55. And the bad luck that has been going on for the last 3 weeks for the 55 team continues tonight. Let's go.
Coming out of the corner, you see it right there. You see the 60 start to slide. The 55 has nowhere to go. I talked about it earlier that unfortunately it can be just a split second in these late models. They're going so fast that there's not enough time to whoa up, brake, and get to another groove. Unfortunately, the 60 spun all the way across every groove of the racetrack coming out of the corner, and the 55 had nowhere to go. Good thing is there was no hard contact made. Adrianson's going to join the back of the field, and he's going to chip away and try to get some of these points back.
16 to go as Adrianson comes into pit road. We'll document that as we step away. We'll be right back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Collins Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Hey, I'm Scott Navarro, a producer here at Rogers TV, and I just want to say thank you to all the volunteers that we have that put on our shows. Whether that's hosts in front of the camera or volunteers behind the scenes, we couldn't do it without you, so I just want to say thanks.
My name is Ryan Dyson, and I drive the number 28 race car at Delaware Speedway and across Ontario all summer long. You can check out our YouTube vlog series right here on Rogers TV every Friday at 6 o'clock p.m.
Welcome back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV. And going to work on that left side of that 55 machine. White flag on the speedway here. And I'm not sure the 55 is going to return. Like, this is interesting here. The lights are off the pace car.
Cars down, jacks are out. They're just tightening up the rear tire.
They got to get him going here. And there we go. They got to get him in gear. Got to get him in gear. Got to give him a push. Field's in turn 3. And he's away. Here comes the field. And did he stall? They're gonna hold. Are they gonna hold him? But he's not gonna be docked. He's not gonna be docked a lap here. Green flag for racing. He's not gonna be docked a lap.
They're gonna let him go, join the back of the field.
So he'll be still in the lead lap.
Correct.
As Morneau will lead right off the restart. Chapman to the inside of Arts, looking for second spot. Adrianson up to speed, but 50. Oh, he's very loose in turn 4. That car is just not right, Kate. That 55 is not right. He is battling that car big time. There's the battle for second. Arts in the 30, Chapman in the 13. Marshall Schrank looking to be a benefactor here as well. Marshall Schrank came into the feature race 4 points behind Adrianson for second in the championship. And he's ahead of him by quite a few positions now on the track. Here's Adrianson, bottom right, trying to make up some ground here. Battle for second. Oh, contact between the 30 and the 13. And there you see the 22 of Marshall Schrank. Each position on the track is a point. Morneau's already got a bonus point for leading a lap. He's going to get another bonus point for leading the most laps, if I'm not mistaken. So that's 2 more points. Schrank to the inside of Chapman looking for position. Here's Schrank in the 22. 13 is Chapman. And Schrank will make that spot. He is ahead of Adrianson. That's 6 points. That would put him in second in the points. Unofficially. After tonight's said and done, if they were to finish as is, Adrianson passed Major. Now trying to work on Rawlings. Battle for second on your screen. 10 to go this time by. Arts in the 30, Schrank in the 22. There's your leader, bottom right. turns 1 and 2. Battle for second, top left. There's Adrianson now to the inside of Rawlings, bottom right, another position.
And Adrianson and Rawlings made a little bit of contact coming out of 4.
Adrianson trying to prevent back-to-back weeks with a not-stellar finish. He finished 10th last time out. And Morneau won the feature.
Well, there's only 10 cars left on the track, and he's ahead of 2 of them, so he's at least an 8th.
And trying to catch the cars in front of him. Battle for second, top left, straight to the inside of Johnny Arts. Chapman there in the 13, and Schrank up to second spot now. So right now, he's 6 points ahead of Adrianson on the track. He would gain 6 more points. Unofficially would put him ahead of Adrianson by 2 points to my calculations in the championship, and good for second in the standings would be Marshall Schrank. And Marshall Schrank has left Johnny Arts in the dust. Arts might be slowing the rest of this field. They're all ganging up on Arts right now. There you see the gap between first and second. That's over a half a straightaway lead. 5 to go next time by. Adrianson has some good cars he needs to pass. Beauchamp Jr. first, and then Robley. Tough sledding for the 55 of Adrianson. Johnny Arts at the front of that pack that Adrianson is at the tail end of. Arts for third, Chapman in fourth. Adrianson needs a caution here, 4 to go.
Arts is definitely looking to capitalize on his heat race win and have a great points night. Just trying to keep the 13 of Jaden Chapman behind him.
Leader coming around, 3 to go here. There's the battle for third on your screen. Arts in the 30, Chapman in the 13. Chapman looking to the inside, still looking to the inside. And Arts will close the door again. 2.5 laps to go for the leader. And now Chapman to the inside. Nice run out of corner 2. Arts fighting back on the outside. Chapman on the inside, 2 to go. Leader just took it. Chapman still on the inside. Arts trying to close the door. Good job by Johnny Arts, but he drifts up the track. Here comes Chapman. And Chapman will get a good run and will complete the pass for third. White flag on the speedway for Ray Morneau at the front of this field. And another huge points day as he tries to drive his way to a championship. Through turns 3 and 4, checkered flag awaits the 0-3. It's a checkered flag for Ray Morneau. He'll win the feature. Marshall Schrank, a good points day for him. He'll finish second. And it's Chapman, Arts, Creel, Robley, Beauchamp Jr., Adrianson, Major, and Rawlings. A huge points day for Morneau and for Schrank. And Adrianson again struggling for the 3rd week in a row. He led the points lead 3 weeks ago, our last broadcast. And now he's down by probably at least 15, 16, maybe close to 20 points will be the deficit.
Definitely what Ray Morneau would like, though. A nice gap. He's definitely trying to get that championship here at Delaware Speedway as he pulls in to victory lane.
Yeah, he gained 7 points on Adrianson just on positions. So that's 7 points, plus leading a lap is 8 points. Leading the most is 9. The win is another 10, another single point for 10. So he gained 10 points on Adrianson alone on that feature. I believe he was up on Gary by 6 heading into tonight, into the feature. So that's 16 right there. Not to mention the points incurred by your finishing order. Yeah, so it's going to be close to 20 next time the late models are in action. And we'll hear momentarily from the 0-3 of Ray Morneau, tonight's feature race winner. It just didn't seem like the 55 car was set for Gary in that feature whatsoever. There's Ray hopping out of the cockpit of the 0-3. And listening to the great crowd and the Morneau fans in the front grandstand. Let's go trackside.
Does it feel to be pulling it together near the end of the season?
Oh, it's really good. We got the car working really good now. We struggled for the first part of the year there, and we got the bugs worked out of here. We're on rails tonight.
I know you got a lot of people you want to thank down here.
Yeah, I got to thank JR, Dutch Brothers, East Elton Concrete Forming, Toromont Cat, Iron Mike Industries, Crown Comber, Reed Farms, St. Dennis Machining, Expressway Trucks, Turner Landscaping, Hallmark Memorial. I think I hit everybody there. If I didn't, I appreciate everybody that helps us, gets us to this point, and I'm especially proud of this guy. Jonathan's doing a heck of a job, won that heat race, and I think he ended up third tonight. Hell of a job to him, and looking forward to the rest of the year.
Marneau had him covered, second in a row, third of the season, brings home the
Ray
experience.
Marneau, your late model feature. We'll be back to wrap things up after this. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.
In para-hockey, the ice tilts in favor of men. But that will never stop us.
United by passion, battling for equity. We are the National Women's Para-Hockey Team of Canada.
We're here.
We're hungry.
We're ready.
Ready to inspire.
Ready to leave our legacy.
Ready to be supported and make history. It's our time. Are you ready?
Thursday.
In the family with addiction, the person with the addiction becomes front, center all the time.
Addiction and substance use affects all the layers of our society.
Everything was about trying to out him and fix him, and I was just done.
I always felt kind of different. I never felt the same as other people.
Join addictions counselor Dean Anderson for Invisible, Breaking Through the Stigma of Addiction, on Rogers TV.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV. Wrapping things up, let's start the trackside with the third member of our team tonight, Jeremy McGrady. Jeremy?
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, another great night of action here at Delaware Speedway. Top of the broadcast, we mentioned how there was that slight change in the late models with Ray Marneau having that lead heading into tonight. Wins another feature race, continues to increase his lead, and again with only 5 to 6 races left here in the season for not only just the pro late models but for the bone stocks and for the V8s as well. Going to be interesting to see how all these leaders try to shape up and try to close the door and try to win themselves a championship. But again, just a great night here at the track, and I'll send it back up to you guys, Chris and Kate.
All right, thank you very much. Good job down there. Kate, final thoughts?
Well, I definitely think that we had an interesting night of racing. Tough luck for some drivers, especially in the Adrianson pit for the third week in a row. So they're looking to battle back and hopefully bridge that gap a little bit next time out. But Ray had a great night in the late models. Bone stock racing, Adam Generou gets the win. Awesome for that team. And in the V8s, always interesting. I love watching how close that class runs and how it allows so many different vehicles to be on the track, running competitively and close.
Points championship implications in all three divisions tonight. Doug Stewart taking a hit in the V8 stocks, but the points leaders in the bone stocks and the late models doing a good job points racing tonight. On behalf of Jeremy, Kate, myself, and the rest of the staff here at Rogers TV, thank you so much for joining us. We'll talk to you next Friday night from Delaware Speedway. It's Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet.